movements and the description of the resulting movements. Forces. A force can be thought of as a push or a pull that either produces or has the capacity to produce a change in motion of a body. Multiple forces from multiple directions can act on a body. The sum of these forces or a net force determines the resulting change in motion. Okay. Newton's law. The relationship between forces and torques are the resulting movements were described by Sir Isaac Newton. The law of inertia states that the body will maintain its state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line unless acted on by an external force. The law of acceleration states that the acceleration of the body results from an force will be magnitude of the applied force in the direction of the applied force and inversely proportional to the mass of the body. सर ये समझना पड़ेगा.
Yeah, ये समझना पड़ेगा. But आप read कर लो कहाँ तक थर्ड लॉ तक, फिर मैं तीन लॉ विद फोर्स समझा देता हूँ.
The law of reaction states that when two bodies interact, the force exerted by the first body on the second is met by an equal and the opposite force exerted by the second body on the first. In other words, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. ये तो पढ़ा हुआ है. Okay.
Right? Okay, so what they're trying to say, first thing that they're trying to say is that for movement to occur in the body, right, a net force must be present. What is a net force?
Net force.
Yes.
Sir, net force. Sum of forces. मतलब किसी को भी जैसे ऐड करते हैं, दो चीज ऐड करके इक्वल्स टू नेट समथिंग आता है वैसे.
Yes. So sum of forces must be acting upon. All right. Now, biomechanics is the study of the force and torque affecting movements and the description of resulting movements. Right? So, biomechanics, the human body, right, that we are doing, is study of forces, right, and torque affecting movements and the description of resulting movement. तो जब हम बायोमैकेनिक्स स्टडी करते हैं तो फोर्स, टॉर्क, अफेक्टिंग मूवमेंट एंड द रिजल्टिंग मूवमेंट सब मिक्स करके बायोमैकेनिक्स बनता है. Okay, now let's study the force. The force में what they are saying is a force can be thought of as a push or a pull that either produces or has the capacity to produce change in the motion of the body. So in general, what they're trying to say is a force can be either a pull or a push, but that force has to have the capacity to change. So change kya? Either if the body, so the hand, whatever body that we are trying to move. So we are trying to move the head, then head becomes the body. We are trying to move the hand, then hand becomes the body. So whatever body we are trying to move, right? The force has to have the magnitude to be able to cause change. So if steady hai, to it has to have enough force to make it move, and if it's moving, it has to have enough force to stop it. So whatever is required from our end to do, the force has to have the ability and the capacity to do so, right? So a force can be, so then only it can be defined as a force. अगर मैं आपको फूंक मारूं और आप हिल ही नहीं रहे हो, so that's not force. You getting my point? मैं आपको फूंक मारूं और आपके your hair starts blowing, then that is a force.
That is a force.
Okay. Now, multiple forces from multiple directions can act on a body. Right? So, simple. Name two forces that act on the body.
Two forces मतलब कुछ भी
Ah,
in the terms of exercise.
nahi, ऐसे ही. Chalo,
ऐसे.
let's not dwell upon that too much because that goes into physics. So I will name the forces. So you have the moving force or the force that creates the inertia, right? And against that, to stop that, you have always some or the other friction acting against it. अगर आप गाड़ी चला रहे हो तो there is friction. Without friction, the car will never stop. But there is a force of the engine that is moving it, and there is a force of friction that is trying to stop it. So when what they are saying is usually there are multiple forces acting in multiple directions, right, on a body, right?
सर और एक बार एग्जांपल दे दो ना और कोई.
Let's say for example you're skating. So your muscles are forcing you forward. But the rubber
there's
tire
a friction also.
and the ground is creating friction, and the moment you stop applying force to move forward, one point of time it will stop you.
Friction will stop.
Right? There is another force that is acting. So let's say this is you and you're moving like this. So this side is the force that your body is generating to move, and opposite side is the force. So
that is stopping.
That
right?
is stopping. But if you are here stationary, what other directions you should be moving? How many directions can you be moving in? Let's look at it in medical terminology. So you have anterior,
front, interior, posterior, फिर sagittal मतलब like sideways, left side,
but which is what medically?
Okay, distally.
No.
Proximally.
Distally, proximally कितना दूर है, कितना पास है?
Oh yes.
आप कहाँ हो? That means anterior, या तो आप आगे हो, posterior यानी पीछे हो.
Okay, पीछे हो.
फिर then either you are
वो भी नहीं है सर. अडक्शन अबडक्शन भी नहीं है आई गेस.
नहीं.
हाँ वो भी नहीं है.
ओके
एक सेकंड सर. बट सुपीरियर इंफीरियर भी नहीं होगा.
You can move superiorly, you can move anteriorly, you can move posteriorly, you can move inferiorly. So 4 directions you can move. Then what are the other 2 directions?
Other 2 directions
that you can move in.
So medial lateral भी नहीं हो सकता.
Exactly. So you can move laterally.
हो सकता है.
You can move laterally, no? Move laterally. You're moving laterally.
Okay.
So either you can move interior, posterior, lateral, right? Or lateral to medial, right? Or you can move superior, or you can move inferior. So how many directions is that? is that making?
6.
Exactly. So what stops you from moving forward? We lost you. Yeah. So what stops you from moving forward? Which force stops you while you're skating?
Anteriorly.
No. Which force stops you from moving anteriorly? When you're skating, there is something that stops you.
हाँ.
We just discussed. अभी बात की ना हम जब जा रहे हैं तो there is an inertial force, that is your body's force moving forward. There is one force that is also
Inertial force. हाँ, okay.
Which force is that?
सर एक सेकेंड. अपन अगर स्केटिंग कर रहे हैं,
when you hit the brake paddle, what stops your car?
हाँ.
Which force stops your car?
अच्छा, acceleration.
That moves your car forward. Which force stops the car?
Brakes. मतलब
So between the tarmac and the tire.
oh my god. Between the
Tarmac and the tire. Between the road and the tire, which is the force that is acting to stop it? What happens?
friction.
Exactly. Right. So friction is the force that is trying to stop you from moving forward. Right. What is the force that is making you move forward? The force that you're generating.
Oh yes.
Right. Now, my question is, what stops you from moving up? Why can you not just shoot yourself to the moon? Why do you need
Gravity.
to take a flight? Ah, yes. Right. So gravity is something that is stopping yourself from going up. So gravity is pulling you down. So what stops you from going down? Which force right now that you're sitting on, which force is acting on you so that you don't go and keep digging yourself deeper and deeper in the ground?
ग्रेविटी मतलब सर ग्रेविटी तो रोक के रखती है अपन को नीचे.
Gravity is pulling you towards the center of the earth. But what
हाँ.
stops you from going to the center of the earth?
अच्छा, okay.
हाँ बोलो. वो बुक में लिखा हुआ पेज नंबर 2 पे. हेलो हेलो. फिगर 1-18. हाँ बोलो. हाँ ये तो मैं कर दी. तो अभी बैग लेने दो. कितना होगा? अच्छा. So on page number 19,
हाँ.
figure
1-18 ना.
yes, in that one force is your force that stops you from moving forward, which is written there. which is
Friction.
yes. Another force is acting against friction to make you move forward. Right, which is called the direction of impending motion.
Impending motion.
Right.
Okay.
Now, there is one force that is keeping you move.
Normal force.
Which, हाँ.
तो ये normal force कौन सा होता है? तो मैंने कभी सुना.
Yes, it's known as the normal force or the ground force. Right. That is the force that keeps you where you are.
On the हाँ.
What if you exceed the normal force? Can you exceed the normal force?
Exceed in a sense.
ये surface है.
हाँ, ये surface है. ये रखा.
Right. So now the normal force is acting here to make sure that you don't go down. Because when you push down with your body weight or your gravity is acting to pull you down, there is this force that is pushing you up. So it makes you stay there. So this force or the normal force is pushing you up and the force of gravity is pulling you down.
Pulling you down.
What if you are able to apply more force, then the normal force can stop you? What if you're here and you apply more force, then the normal force can stop you? What will happen?
आप बताओ.
You'll fall through.
Right.
Because now you're applying more force than the surface's capacity to produce. Usually it happens on what type of surface?
When you fall down. When it happens.
An example? Give you a hint. That surface has low friction. And also day by day, the normal force also deteriorates. And it changes, the surface changes according to the weather.
हाँ सर वो तो मैंने सोच लिया था स्नो जो आइस सरफेस होता है वही ना. हाँ वो तो मैंने सोच लिया था but I was thinking और क्या हो सकता है.
So when you're walking on the ice, you don't know, the normal force keeps changing. Some places might be thick, so the normal force is very strong. Some places might be very thin, so normal force is very less and you can fall through. Right? Same thing happens with old buildings. That's why they have, because day by day the force of the slab deteriorates in holding you in the same place. Well, gravity never exists. Gravity never gets tired. वो कभी exhaust नहीं होती. Right? Okay. So we know the forces. Now let's look at the laws of motion of Mr. or Sir Isaac Newton. Right? So Isaac Newton, he said there are 3 laws of motion. यानी movement के लिए और movement के लिए मैं 3 laws सोच सकता हूँ. What are the laws? First law is law of inertia. What is law of inertia? Inertia means movement. Right? So it states that body will remain in a state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line unless acted on by an external force. Right? So what does that mean?
Yeah, it means body is at the resting position.
It will stay. It is
and but in a straight in a state of rest.
Huh. So it says that the body, a body can be a mobile, a body
Body can be
can
anything.
right? So a body
Huh.
will stay in its state, either in the state of resting, or in a state
Huh.
of straight in a state of motion in a straight line, unless and until an external force is applied to. So if my mobile is stationary, unless and until I don't do this, it's not gonna move. It's gonna stay there. If my mobile is falling, if I don't catch it, it's not gonna stop. It's gonna keep falling in a straight line. So if it's falling, and if let's say it's a bird or a shuttlecock. So with my racket, I hit it. Then only it will change direction, or else it will coming straight. It will keep coming straight. So any body will keep its state of motion. If doesn't matter if it's sedentary or if it's in a motion, unless and until another force is acted upon, then only it will either change its direction or speed or velocity. So that's the first law.
Right.
So when you go into space, that's where one of the dangerous thing about space happens. In a lot of space movies, if you see, right, there is no friction because there is no air. So if an astronaut is cut loose from his spaceship, he or she will keep going deeper and deeper. How are you going to stop it? Unless that space suit has those jet sprays to stop that motion. And then get back where you are. So tell me, with the same law, moon, right, is a natural satellite, right? Whereas the satellite is a man-made satellite with which we do all the communications, meeting and this and lecture and that all, right? What makes them move?
Moon.
Yeah.
So, like you said that there is no air. So there is no so that's why they move. मतलब कोई ग्रेविटी नहीं है तो पर वो एक जगह. सर एक और एग्जांपल जैसे मुझे अभी ध्यान आया था कि जैसे हम अपन लोग वो करते हैं स्काई डाइविंग.
Okay.
तो उसमें भी वी फॉल. जब तक वो पैराशूट नहीं खुलता, एक्सटर्नल फोर्स नहीं लगता है, तब तक अपन ऑब्वियसली नीचे चले जाएंगे. सो दैट टेक्स अस, दैट pulls us back.
Or
right.
that decreases our rate of fall.
Hmm.
Pulling us back means you're going now in an opposite direction. Decreasing the rate means you're going in the same direction, but at a slower.
The same direction, but decrease.
Right. But
Okay.
was that on that particular example, does first law apply? Because first law is stating about a body which has no force acted upon it. So when you're falling down, is there a force acting upon you? When you
नहीं, force तो नहीं लग रहा कोई.
Then how are you coming down? And you will keep accelerating till you reach what is known as the terminal velocity. Right?
सर ये मुझे टाइम लगेगा समझने में सर, ये सब बायोमैकेनिक्स.
You will keep falling towards the ground until you reach and with acceleration, faster and faster and faster, until you hit what is known as terminal velocity, which is 9.38 meters per second. Right? If I'm not mistaken, we'll correct that if I'm wrong. But as far as I can recall, it's 9.8 meter per second is the terminal velocity. Terminal velocity means when an object is falling and the gravity is pulling, beyond that speed, you cannot fall faster. Right? So that's the maximum speed that you can reach when you're falling, when you're skydiving. Right? So till you reach there, the gravity is going to keep you accelerating faster and faster and faster and faster. So that you are not at that point of time in the law of inertia. Why? Because the law of inertia says that the body will not do anything unless and until it is acted upon a force. So if you are falling, let's say in the space, आप अर्थ के ग्रेविटी से दूर चले गए, you are thrown off, और आप ये अर्थ है तो अर्थ से आप बाहर निकल गए. So now you will keep moving. That is law of inertia, because now no other force is acting upon you. There is no friction, there is no gravity, no opposite forces. Right?
Okay. Yes.
Right now, when you're sedentary, is law of inertia working on you? Yes, now it is. Because when you're sedentary, the normal force is keeping you afloat. And you're here unless and until another force either brings you down or shoots you up or throws you right, left, front, back. Now that becomes law of inertia. Right? So how is that now? Why do we have to study the laws of Newton to understand or to be able to become a good exercise therapist or an expert? Because each and every structure in our body, when it has to move in the space, has to follow these laws. And once you have a good understanding of these laws, you will be able to produce a very, very effective workout regime. One, but you will also be able to produce a workout regime that will not be able to give you any injuries. Right? At this time, it may sound complicated. You might think, okay, you know what the heck? I have like 300 different points in just like 30 pages to think about while I am making an exercise program, but it's not like that. Right? When you will start designing the exercise program, when you are doing, let's say, I'll give you an example, आप जब chest press कर रहे थे, ठीक है? तो चेस्ट प्रेस कर रहे थे तो मैं कैसे डिसाइड कर पाया कि आपके बार का ग्रिप कहाँ होना चाहिए, यहाँ होना चाहिए, यहाँ होना चाहिए? बिकॉज आई न्यू दिस, नॉट बिकॉज के मैंने ये सोचा था कि ओके जब मैं किसी को देखूंगा तो मैं ये लॉ अप्लाई करूंगा और फिर चेंज करूंगा. राइट? सो दे जस्ट स्टिक अराउंड. वंस यू अंडरस्टैंड देम, दे जस्ट स्टिक अराउंड. द वर्ल्ड स्टार्ट्स मेकिंग. It does not happen overnight, obviously. So slowly, you don't have to go back and keep reading. You don't have to go back.
सर ये अपन ने इसलिए आपने ऐसे इसलिए बताया क्योंकि अगर अपन फिंगर्स में ऑब्वियसली कम होल्ड कर सकता है, पाम अपना ज्यादा होल्ड कर सकता है बिकॉज इट इज अटैच्ड टू द फोर आर्म, राइट?
ओके.
सो ये ज्यादा सरफेस इज बिग, तो ज्यादा अच्छे से हम पकड़.
ना keep going.
हाँ. को लगा मैं सरफेस इज सरफेस थोड़ा बड़ा है तो हम जब बार ऊपर पुश करते हैं तो मतलब ज्यादा पावर से कर सकते हैं क्योंकि फोर्स ज्यादा लगा सकते हैं फोर आर्म से। जब हम इधर से करेंगे तो वो फोर्स नहीं लगेगा इतना कंपैरेटिवली।
Guys, this is my hand.
हाँ
Like this. Bar. ठीक है. अब ये मेरा हाथ है. Where do you remember me suggesting you to put the bar? Here, 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 or here? Let's take the whole surface. So A, B, or C? Where did I suggest you to keep the bar? A, B, or C?
ए।
A. Why you're saying is because the surface is more. You're saying
हाँ
has more surface.
बिकॉज फोर आर्म के क्लोजर है दिस एरिया।
So
ये अपन को ज्यादा फोर्स दे सकते हैं ऊपर नहीं।
So why did I do that was ये अगर आप A यहाँ पे रख रहे हो, यहाँ पे वेट आ रहा है,
मतलब नॉट एग्जैक्टली। हाँ मतलब योर
हाँ हाँ,
जो
तो
भी है हाँ।
यहाँ पे अगर वेट आ रहा है तो ये वेट का डायरेक्शन सीधा आपके बोन पे आ रहा है।
हाँ
अब यहाँ पे B में अगर आपने वेट रखा है, C में तो आप रख ही नहीं सकते, तो आप B में रखोगे, तो B में अगर आपने रखा है तो आपके फोर्स का डायरेक्शन ये तरफ है। अब ये तरफ अगर फोर्स है, so if the force is here, this, what it will do is it will pull it down, creating tension on your forearm. So when it's like this, and if I have weight here, it will pull down. So इधर से टेंशन बढ़ेगा ना?
हाँ टेंशन बढ़ेगा।
क्यों? क्योंकि ये नीचे जा रहा है, तो ये इसको खींच रहा है। अगर मैं इधर से खींचूंगा तो ये इधर से ऊपर जाएगा। राइट? सो नाउ सडनली आपके पेक्टोरलिस मसल जो वेट लेने के लिए डिजाइन हुए हैं, या तो जितना उसका साइज है, ये पिद्दू सा मसल तो उसके कंपैरिजन में भी नहीं है, फिर भी उसका वेट वो ले रहा है। तो ये वेट के साथ आप नहीं कर सकते चेस्ट प्रेस, तो आपको लगता है कि आपकी चेस्ट वीक है। Whereas रियलिस्टिकली आपके फोर आर्म्स वो वेट ले रहे हैं, इसलिए आपसे नहीं हो रहा है। लेकिन अगर मैं ये सेम वेट यहां पे रख दूं तो फोर आर्म आ ही नहीं रहा है, क्योंकि ये सीधा बोन पे वेट आ रहा है। तो अब फोर आर्म नहीं आ रहा है तो सीधे मेरे पैक्स उठा रहे हैं। राइट? सो इन बिटवीन ये जो छोटा मसल है उसको मैं आइसोलेट कर रहा हूं, उसको मैं पिक्चर से ही निकाल रहा हूं।
बट सर आप एक चीज बताओ, इधर रखते हैं तो ये बोन वेट लेता है। ठीक है। राइट।
Okay. Now, so we understood the law of inertia, which says that जो भी body है that will remain in its own position unless and until कोई दूसरा force उसको act नहीं करता, right? So then comes the law of acceleration. This is where your parachute example will come, because when you're falling down, you're not falling at a constant speed. You are moving faster and faster and faster and faster.
तो सर उसकी कोई स्पीड लिमिट नहीं होती है क्या? जिससे अपन गिर रहे हैं तो एक मैक्सिमम स्पीड से ही तो गिरेंगे।
तो जस्ट फ्यू सेकंड अगो तो हमने तो बोला टर्मिनल वेलोसिटी
ना,
that terminal velocity which is 9.8
meters per second,
that is the maximum you can reach, right? If you want to actually confirm कि terminal velocity क्या है, एक बार confirm कर लो. Terminal velocity. In meters per second. Aha!
9.8 है.
Yes.
Yes, 9.8. ठीक है.
Right? Okay. So, the law of acceleration states that the acceleration of a body resulting from an applied force. So, when you are falling down towards the ground, the acceleration of the body is a result of an applied force. Which force is that? When you're falling down, acceleration happens because of which force?
Gravity.
Exactly. So it's saying the law of acceleration states that the acceleration of a body resulting from an applied force is proportional to the magnitude of the applied force in the direction of the applied force, and it will be inversely proportional to the mass of the body. Right? Again, the magnitude of the applied force, the direction of the applied force will be proportional.
Applied force will be proportional to the magnitude of the applied force.
हाँ.
मतलब बहुत ही applied force आ गया.
The acceleration
of the body.
To the applied force. जितना force डालोगे.
Acceleration of the body is me coming down towards the applied force.
No, the applied force is pulling you down towards it. The gravity is pulling you down towards it.
हाँ मतलब.
Right?
So applied force हुआ ना, gravity.
Gravity is the applied force.
Applied force
Now
will be proportional to the magnitude of the applied force.
जितना force से आप खींचोगे उतना fast accelerate होगा. अब gravity 9.8 meters per second से ज़्यादा कोई भी object को pull नहीं कर सकता. Maximum. That's why it's known as terminal velocity.
Terminal velocity.
Right. So it will, the magnitude of the force will be proportional and will be in the same direction as a force.
Same direction, in the direction.
But what will be inversely proportional is the mass. So higher
mass of the object.
So heavier the mass, less the force. Lighter the mass, more the force needs to be used to pull. It becomes inversely proportional. Whereas direction, जो डायरेक्शन में फोर्स पुल करेगा वही डायरेक्शन में बॉडी मूव करेगी.
क्योंकि इसलिए सर वो लोग बोलते हैं कि ज्यादा भारी लोग अलाउड नहीं है.
कहाँ?
स्काई डाइविंग मैंने की थी तो उसमें बोला था कि हेवी वेट्स आर नॉट अलाउड. और उसमें वेट भी बताया था, कौन सा कितना वेट बताया, 100 के आसपास का वेट बताया था कि.
But that's not because of the force. That's because of the capacity of the parachute to hold the weight. Or yeah, because जब parachute जब खुलता है तो friction create करता है. अब वो millisecond में आ जाता है. So for few split seconds सारे hinge joint और even the fabric of the parachute उसके ऊपर इतना ज्यादा फोर्स आता है फॉर फ्रिक्शन ऑफ सेकेंड, फिर वो वापस नॉर्मल हो जाता है फोर्स. लेकिन आप जब सटाक ये खुलता है तब जाके ये जो झटका लगता है ये बहुत जोर का झटका. एंड the parachute may not be, or else अगर आप military grade के parachute लो तो कुछ नहीं, there is no weight limit, क्योंकि साले सिपाही यूएस के सिपाही 7-7 फुट के 500 एलबीएस यानी 250 केजी के तो सिपाही होते हैं, सोल्जर्स होते हैं, तो वहां पे लिमिट आने लगी तो बात खत्म हो गई, right? So as you go on a purchase of higher resistance parachute, it becomes more and more exponentially expensive. So so what I'm trying to say is the limit of the weight is not because of the force that the gravity is going to pull you with, is because the instrument is not
holding it up.
Yeah. Okay, so ये हो गया आपका law of acceleration. Now comes the law of reaction. So first we had law of inertia, means how you move or how you stop the movement. Then we have law of acceleration, which says how fast you move. And the third is law of inertia or law of reaction that states that when two bodies interact, the force exerted by the first body on the second body is met by an equal and opposite force exerted by the second body on the first body. मैं बताता हूँ क्या बोल रहा है. In other hand, for every action there is equal but opposite reaction. So, law of reaction states that if you slap a wall.
मैं अभी वही बोलने वाली थी, स्लैप का एग्जांपल. हाँ.
आप लोग को तो सबसे पहले स्लैप का एग्जांपल आता है. I know. So, but here we are not slapping anybody, so don't get too happy. We're slapping the wall, right? Yeah. So if you slap a wall, who's gonna get hurt? Yeah. Why?
क्योंकि उधर से भी force आ रहा है.
Exactly. But if you slap somebody else other than me, who's gonna get hurt?
The other person.
Exactly. क्यों? क्योंकि उसने वो force को absorb कर लिया. वो उसके body ने वो force को absorb किया. और आपके पास रिटर्न होके बहुत कम फोर्स, आपने जो फोर्स जनरेट किया था उसका बहुत कम फोर्स आपके पास आया. अगर ये यहाँ पे और ये मैंने मारा तो सारा फोर्स मेरे पास वापस आ गया, लेकिन मैंने मारा नहीं हुआ तो काफी फोर्स इसने एब्जॉर्ब कर लिया. राइट? नाउ यू आर थिंकिंग यू वांट टू टेस्ट दैट फोर्स ऑन समबडी.
No.
Okay.
Like it.
You don't like violence, huh?
I don't like.
So, law of reaction says that अगर आपने किसी के ऊपर फोर्स डाला है तो वो the same body will apply the same but in opposite direction force. So if you jump on the floor will apply the same force on your foot, or else you'll fall down. Right? So that's what it's saying. So that is the law of reaction. So the opposite body will apply the same force, the force that you have applied on the opposite body. So that's why it says every action has an equal but opposite reaction.
Opposite reaction.
Right? So these are the forces, these are the laws of Newton of force and motion. Now, force affecting movement, we'll take it all of it, not some of it, all of it tomorrow, right? Because at 4:15 I have to be somewhere.
Okay.
Right? So कल हम ये भी फिनिश करेंगे, बायोमैकेनिक्स भी थोड़ा लेंगे, और आप शोल्डर जॉइंट के सारे मसल एक बार देख लो getbodysmart.com.
वो मैं आज कर लेती हूँ सर.
Done?
ठीक है.
Okay. Any other service I can be of?
No. I'll tell you अगर कुछ भी issues होगा तो I'll ask you.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Have fun. Have a good day. Enjoy. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye-bye.